The Jaguar, a poem, a very powerful poem by Ted Hughes. It regards and it gives the themes of captivity versus freedom, the power of mind and imagination. Today in this video we are going to dig out the real meaning of this poem, which is still in the minds of the readers. Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel and I am Mehreen. Today we are going to discuss Ted Hughes' another very powerful poem, The Jaguar. First of all, I would like to read the poem. Then we will go for the critical analysis and the real summary of this poem. So be with me till the end of the video so that you may enjoy the whole and full flavor of the poem. The apes yawn and adore their fleas in the sun. The parrots shriek as if they were on fire, or strut like cheap tarts to attract the stroller with a nut. Fatigued with indolence, tiger and lion lie still as the sun. The boa constrictor's coil is a fossil. Cage after cage seems empty or stinks of sleepers from the breathing straw. It might be painted on a nursery wall. But who runs like the rest past these arrives? At a cage where the crowd stands, stares mesmerized. As a child at a dream, at a jaguar hurrying enraged through prison darkness after the drills of his eyes. On a short, furious fuse, not in boredom, the eyes satisfied to be blind in fire. By the bang of blood in the brain, deaf the ear. He spins from the bars, but there is no cage to him. More than to the visionary his cell. His stride is wildernesses of freedom. The world rolls under the long thrust of his heels. Over the cage floor, the horizons come. The first thing that strikes us about this poem is its graphic imagery. Before the poet introduces the jaguar into the poem, he gives us vivid pictures of a number of other animals in the zoo. Just look at the first two stanzas of the poem. The jaguar is basically a large carnivorous animal of the cat kind found mostly in America. In this poem, Hughes dwells chiefly upon the extraordinary energy, agility, and fierceness of this animal. We are told that the apes in the zoo are seen yawning lazily in their cages, with the sun shining upon them. The parrots are uttering loud cries or moving about proudly as if showing off their finery. The tiger and lion look tired and lazy as they lie motionless in the sun. The boa constrictor is a large snake. The boa constrictor lies coiled, making not the least movement and giving no sign of life. The first line of the poem indicates inactivity, boredom, and laziness of animals who are encaged. They have nothing to do except to yawn and adore their fleas. The word shriek is a simile which reflects unhappiness. These are cries of entrapment in captivity. Perhaps Hughes is encouraging resistance, that captivity suffocates and drains the animals of the true nature. They have become indolent and lethargic. Now look at the second stanza. Lie still as the sun, the boa constrictor's coil is a foil. Cage after cage seems empty or stinks of sleepers from the breathing straw. It might be painted on a nursery wall. We expect the lion and tigers to be fierce, to be violent, to be wild. But what is this? They are just lying still as the sun shines on them. The world around them is moving as they are encaged in a zoo, and the spectators are there to see them. The boa constrictor is a large serpent, as I told you earlier, but its coil is just like a fossil. Here, fossil has been used as metaphor, which indicates that there is no return. What the animals have been reduced to. One thing which I really want to mention here is that there is a lot of animal imagery in Ted Hughes' poetry, and he mostly uses these animals as metaphors and similes too. In this poem too, we have so many metaphors and similes. Just look at the line, stinks of sleeper from the breathing straw. Here, sleepers means the indolent, lazy, and sleepy animals who are enslaved in the cages. This dull and tame zoo could be used as a Pictorian anxiety. This dull and tame zoo could be used as a picture in a nursery, a preschool playroom. As many of us have visited schools, and we have seen that there are so many attractive pictures of animals on the walls to attract the students, to attract the children when they are going to the school, and these animals are looking just like a painted picture. They are still, they are lazy, they are indolent, and they are not at all looking violent or wild. It is in fact a tamed, boring version of nature due to loss of wildness. Their natural animalistic attitude is removed from them, unfortunately. Let's move toward the third stanza. But who runs like the rest past these arrives? At a cage where the crowd stands, stares mesmerized. As a child at a dream, at a jaguar hurrying enraged through prison darkness after the drills of his eyes. The suspense and anticipation builds for the readers as we await the title animal, the jaguar. This stanza starts with a powerful contrasting conjunction, but. The crowd, the spectators are mesmerized as a child at a dream. This simile indicates awe and wonder. The spectators see the jaguar and they are jaw-draped. His eyes are drill that break through bars and perhaps into the souls of spectators. These lines show the ferocity, the powerfulness of Jaguar's eyes, that how powerfully he is looking at the spectators. He is not at all lazy and indolent like other animals in the zoo. It means that he is still showing his wildness. He is still fierce, and these bars, this cage is nothing to him. Just look at the stanza number 4. On a short fierce fuse, not in boredom, the eye satisfied to be blind in fire, by the bang of blood in the brain, deaf the ear. He spins from the bars, but there is no cage to him. The jaguar is depicted as hurrying enraged through prison darkness. The jaguar is not at all feeling bored. In fact, his eyes are blind because of the fire in them, and his ear has become deaf because of the bang of blood in the brain. He spins from the bars, But the bars are not regarded by him as those of a cage imprisoning him. He is not in the least conscious of the fact that he is a prisoner. And this idea is emphasized by his being compared to a visionary who has been confined to a prison cell but who is absolutely heedless of the imprisonment. The ferocity of the jaguar is conveyed to us by such words and phrases as hurrying and raged, the drills of his eyes on a short, fierce fuse, and the bang of blood in the brain. Next to his fierceness, his chief trait is his feeling of freedom, which finds expression in the extreme rapidity of his movements. Now let's move toward the end of the poem, and I'm going to read the last stanza of the poem. More than to the visionary his cell, his stride is wildernesses of freedom. The world rolls under the long thrust of his heel. Over the cage floor the horizons come. Here we have a most striking line. His stride is wildernesses of freedom. And the next line, equally striking, also expresses his sense of freedom. And this line is one of my most favorite lines. The world rolls under the long thrust of his heel. Among the other stylistic qualities of this poem is the use of alliteration. Just look at the words: stings of sleepers, fierce fuse, bang of blood in the brain. Visionary is in fact a person who sees beyond the limits of their world. These lines indicate that an imprisoned visionary can find freedom within their own mind. The last two lines suggest power over the world as it tries to tame it through captivity. The jaguar has been used as a symbol that no physical boundaries can contain the human mind. Thus, through imagination, we can bring the world to us. According to some of the critics, it is not a poem just of observation, but of longing and affirmation, particularly in its final lines, which broaden out to suggest a human possibility. These lines remind us of predatory ferocity, rage, blindness, and deafness of our own human nature. Such a reminder has not been stated in explicit term. The poem describes the intense life of the jaguar. To explore and enjoy more poems of Ted Hughes, be with me and keep subscribing to my channel, keep sharing my videos to your friends and family, and thanks for being with Mehreen for such a long time.